get a
random fucking idea, but you know how like when one person's not here, instead of having like a cardboard cutout, maybe it's an object.
Like what?
I don't know. What could we for dairy?
For dairy?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long hour.
Welcome to the Joystick
Hey,
Show.
I'm Bobby.
I'm Billin, and we're just here to provide some fucking entertainment for the next hour. Episode 56. And yeah, here to. I got some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot that's happened.
Nothing personal for one thing. I've done nothing exciting, but just like a lot of stuff I'm reading and shit. It's just like damn, some crazy stuff in this world.
Reading
but
some books.
before we get into anything, go ahead and like. Go ahead and subscribe.
And share.
Go ahead and click that bell.
Yeah.
Watch it on every laptop and phone on your house.
Yeah, go to a library and just put this show on like every single public computer that you can. And just
But
leave
you
it
got to
on.
put it on mute.
Yeah, and then
Be
after that,
respectful
go
at the
to
library.
Best Buy and put it on all the phones. Okay.
You know, one
This is
time.
secretly some good advertising.
No,
for us.
one time I went to Home Depot and they had those electric fridges, and I was able to go on Google on it, and I was just putting in funny images and like leaving the fridge.
Damn, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Electric
I'm about to put our
fridges?
show. I'm about to put our show on them.
Yeah, I was over a friend's house and they had Spotify in their fridge.
Oh my
Like the
God.
app.
So your milk can listen to it.
Every morning I wake up and it's just routine for me to play music on Spotify. So I go to that thing where you like cast it to other devices, and mine has like 8 different devices in this house, right? It has like a speaker and the TVs and the
Correct.
Google, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff. Imagine having a fucking fridge and a coffee pot and all this fucking extra shit. You'd have like 2 pages of Bluetooth fucking things to put on.
That's crazy.
That's too much. I bet those speakers
way
suck
too
too.
much. Oh, horrible! Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, too much Bluetooth stuff makes it like sound all fuzzy and
Unless
stuff.
Bose
Yeah.
made that fridge, then I'm down for it.
Bro, sometimes I'm at home and my like controller will disconnect from like my
PS5.
Yeah,
That used
my
to happen
headphones
to
and
me.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, my headphones aren't Bluetooth, but that shit used to happen to me, and I didn't know what the cause of it was. But remember, like we would be playing like games, like
Yeah.
Apex, Overwatch, and literally mid game, I'd be like, "Fuck!" And I literally have to like go. You have to reset the controller. You have to find something that's a pinhole small.
Oh,
like
Yeah,
that
you have
whole
way
shit.
more like stuff in your room like that too.
Yeah. Well, I had to buy all this computer takey apart tools. That's what they're called.
Yeah, that's the box on Amazon when you buy it.
Takey
Computer
apart.
takey apart tool.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to?
Yeah. Who should go first?
I mean, I haven't really been doing shit, you know.
Yeah.
Just regular.
Is that you going?
Is that
Jerry?
Yeah,
What are you
that's
up
me
to?
going.
Great, awesome.
I just been like coding and shit. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah. Robot. I heard it's competitive.
Regular
What the fuck is
class.
this
I was
about?
telling him, bro.
Like I heard there's like
Oh,
rankings
right, yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
No, there's like a thing that we do called Code Wars.
Yeah.
And like it's tracked like so.
Didn't know it was called Code Wars.
There's
I
like
mean
this-
that's way better.
There's
yeah.
coding challenges that you can do. Like
Yeah.
there's a problem. It's like
Code
Oh.
Wars.
It's
Code
like,
Wars
here's this
Battle
piece
So
of
it's like
Royale.
time
code, like,
attack
solve it.
almost.
There's no time attack.
But it's like
But you need to know you need to know what the method is to.
okay,
Solve
that
the
makes
problem.
sense. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh.
Making it a game is always
That's cool.
Yeah.
a
Good
better way to do
motivation.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was listening to that. What podcast was it? Was it the last podcast or was it the
Yeah,
one
it was the
before?
last one.
Last one we did.
Then we went on a rant talking about how school should be like video games.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
That
That
was
was
fun.
actually, that was
It
cool.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Joey, what have you been up to, buddy?
Well, I've lost my voice because I've done a week of teaching. Not only that, I went to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very lit concert. I had a lot of fun. There was this guy dressed as a Power Ranger that was running around.
That was hilarious.
Oh, I saw that
I
shit, yeah.
had no
Yes.
idea.
I-
Everyone's jumping around and listening. All of a sudden, this guy dressed as a Power Ranger is like windmilling in the middle, like swinging around, and everyone's like, "What the
I'm
fuck?"
so prepared for that.
Bro, there was a guy that was crowd surfing and he had a broken leg.
Oh my god.
He had a cast and everything.
Don't drop him! Don't drop That's who you crowd surf, bro.
Bro, like I remember seeing, and everyone's just pointing at him and screaming, "Boot, boot, boot, boot!" It was like that scene from SpongeBob, bald, but it was just boot.
That's mad funny.
And then this like frat boy white guy came in and went to the bathroom attendant who was black, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, do they sell booze here, bro?" And I was like, that can't be real. Like, that can't be. Wait, what? The way he said it just felt like way too cartoony and stereotypical for like basic frat boy.
Who'd you go see?
I went to go see a band called the Front Bottoms.
Oh, Dylan's
Yeah,
boys.
yeah. The fact that I didn't
Front
go to this
bottoms.
concert is
It's
very
kinda insane,
I was busy.
actually.
I was busy that night.
No, I get it, but
But that's like it's
we should
totally
actually.
my band.
Yeah, we should preface that's like Dylan's band.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
It's a
my.
good band.
I've picked them as a yam before.
Yeah.
For sure.
You did?
Yeah.
Yo.
I picked one of their new album came out.
Not only that, Dylan's like.
Ooh.
That I've seen.
Would
them
I be
4
crazy
times.
to say that
Yeah,
that's your
I know
favorite
Dylan.
band?
Back in the day, they were my favorite band.
I could probably guess like Dylan's top
Yeah.
5.
They'd be one of my
that's
top
crazy.
5s.
It'd
Yeah.
be like-
we'll
it'd be
get
like-
into it in the yam because that'll be a good segment.
It'd be like fucking Front Bottoms, Modest Mouse.
Yeah,
I got into
We'll get
Front
into it.
Bottoms 2019. That's when I got into them.
good band. Maybe I'll
So
pick them for a yam.
concerts are back.
Yeah.
Concerts are back.
Concert's nice.
I'll
They're
use
dope.
this to hijack the what's up because I've recently bought tickets to like 4 shows at that exact same venue. So I'm basically gonna be living.
Wait, which
there.
venue is this?
Pier 17.
They're using that venue a lot because it's outdoors.
Oh, right.
And
South
they're
Street
like,
makes
it's
sense.
safer when they're all congregated together, but it's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're open to like end of October, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to like 3 shows there, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, aren't you going to like other stuff too besides those 3 shows, like other concerts?
I'm on the lookout. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely for sure.
Bro,
So
let
I'd say-
me know what they are later
Yeah.
because I'll go with
yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah.
Where advertise that.
But
shit,
that venue is really nice. It's a nice like overlook of the bridge
Oh, it's
in
beautiful.
the background. If you turn around, it's
The whole
downtown,
city.
So all the lights are really
Yeah.
nice. It's like nice restaurants.
Yeah,
Stone
word.
Street.
If you're not from New York, look up Pier 17 like venue. It's very
South
pretty.
Street Seaport.
There's a lot of
yeah.
venues by the water, right?
I think they're
Yeah, yeah.
they're getting popular.
It's just nice.
No,
you
I'm
know?
trying to
pretty,
think of
bro.
other ones.
And just using like instead of like having a backdrop, it's like, well, we're on a rooftop and
Just
we're
show
in
the back.
Manhattan.
Yeah, we're in.
Like I think that would be even nicer in like Brooklyn.
yeah,
You know,
because
like
you have a way better.
yeah, because then you get like the
Word.
or even like Astoria, because then you get like the Manhattan.
There was
skyline.
a venue that we went to go see Gucci in that was on a rooftop in like Brooklyn.
a rooftop.
Yeah, we had to go all the way to the roof.
Word.
Remember?
Well, I know elsewhere they have one,
That we went to elsewhere,
but they have
it
a
wasn't
rooftop,
on the,
but they
wasn't
had
on
it
the roof.
indoors. They didn't have it on the roof.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
That's probably what
Okay.
you're thinking.
That's
of,
probably what
but
I'm
It was
thinking.
in like a venue. We were indoors. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, are we going up there? And I was
Cool venue.
did
though.
not.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Elsewhere is
yeah.
a sick venue for sure. It's very unassuming too, because you don't even think like it's back there.
just concrete.
Mhm.
What's kind of cool is that street that it's on. I think is that Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson
Uh,
Ave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when I would drive back from Bushwick to come home to Queens, we drove that every single day. Like that was my route coming home.
Mhm.
So we would there's a famous waste management building there that you would drive past it every day and it would just smell like shit because it's literally where all the garbage trucks go. It's like this huge thing. And then like I remember when I turned, I talk about this too, like recently about how like when I turned a certain age, I stopped going to Bushwick all the time and I just started like growing up in Queens and shit like
Mhm.
that. So I didn't go back to Brooklyn for mad long. And then we did that drive like after mad years and we drove past that waste management at like 12 at night. And there was a fucking rave going on inside of it. There was like 500 people inside of it, a DJ, lights blaring. And I was
Mhm.
like, that's the shit building that I used to drive past
Yep.
like every single
Wow.
day.
How New York has changed.
Yeah, and elsewhere is like a block away from
a
like, that.
a shit building became the place.
That
to
whole
be.
party.
ad was
Elsewhere
just
is
like
right there.
venues.
That's
and
crazy.
my
That's
dad-
true.
My dad keeps saying that apparently I forgot the name of it, but that a restaurant opened literally right next to Elsewhere, and apparently it's popping. And my dad's like, I really want to go. And for my dad to say that, it's like,
I mean, there's a
Apparently
lot.
it's
That
fucking
whole
crazy.
that whole scene over there is
Yeah,
really,
for sure.
Word.
really
Yeah.
nice.
shouts to Johnson Avenue,
Word. It's
Yeah.
concert season,
not to be
man.
confused with
Fall.
Dick Street.
Word.
Have I mentioned that? Have I told you guys about the Dick Street thing?
No.
Wait,
you,
what?
You guys know Jordan Klepper? He's the correspondent for the Daily Show.
I love Klepp. Yeah.
He's like the skinny guy. Long story short, he's really good at making stupid people hilarious because he'll
Yeah.
have like interviews with people and just make them turn on themselves. So recently, I got my parents into them, I guess, to snag up the "What's Up with Me" area,
Oh, I've seen this.
and we were watching a bunch. My parents love him now because he's fucking hilarious. And he did one. Usually, he's known for like messing with like anti-vaxxers and Trump supporters, and you know, it's one thing if you have those beliefs, but I'm talking about like people who don't know what they're talking about, like the
They
real,
showed up. They
yeah,
packed
you know,
their
like the
stuff and
undecided
showed up.
people who are just like, I do this, like those
Yeah.
people, you know.
Those people.
But fuck it, we were watching one that wasn't about anything. Well, for the most part, not too political. It was about a street in New Jersey, I'm pretty sure, that one side of the street is called something, like it's called like Hollis Street. But then when you cross over, it becomes Dick Street. And it's been like that for mad long. So this government is in that small town decided to do this thing where apparently it's too confusing for people. So they're just going to call the whole thing Dick Street.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a whole uprising of people who live on the other side that are like, we don't want to live on Dick Street. It's going to lower this, that. So he basically goes to this small ass street, not even a town. It's just, it takes place on
Half
a
of the
street.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he interviews people from both sides. And he like goes to the Dick Street side. And it's literally like this cool ass guy with a beer can in the window. And he's like, do you think it's wrong living on Dick Street? He's like, I don't think it's wrong. There's nothing bad here. And then they go over to the other side. It's like an Indian guy, and he's like, I do not want to live on Dick Street. he's like, I have a daughter. What if she comes over? She's like, I live on Dick Street. And so fucking Jordan Klepper is literally like, okay, so Dick Street isn't good. He's like, no. He's like, all right, what about Johnson Street? And he's like, that would be fine. And then he's like, okay, what about Wang Street? And he's like, that's fine too. And he does like another one, and he's like, that's fine. And then he's like, what about Penis Street? And he's like, no. But then with even better fucking
Love Club.
Oh my
they go back and they interview another. And keep in mind, this isn't all Klepper. This is like mixed in. This was a news story.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how they
yeah.
heard about it. So it's not just Klepper's footage. It's like other footage of like local news teams talking to these people. So it like cuts to a guy who lives on the Dick Street side, and he's saying some whole shit about like he's the same thing as the other guy, right? He's like, isn't nothing wrong, I live on this whole block, this, that, and the other. But he has a fucking hunting falcon on his arm the entire time. Like he's just doing a regular news thing, and he has like a fucking 2-foot falcon with the hat on and everything, and he's just like, yeah, it's fine to live on Dick Street. It's a great community. And it's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this street?
There's a part where Klepper goes to talk to this other guy, and he's like, he doesn't even know, like, he's on a fucking news thing. So he's like, yeah, we've lived here the whole time. Like, everything changed. It's like, that house changed. Then Klepper's like, I don't fucking know. He's like, I've never been here before. And he's like, what? Like, he's like,
What do you mean?
This is a new
You
cast?
lived here.
oh, man.
Is there like gang warfare where it's like they're graffitiing dicks on the holla side, and they're writing holla on the dick side?
But that video had me fucking crying, man.
2 kids fall in love with each other, and they're like, you can't date him.
I will link it in the description if
He's
you
a
want to go
dick.
check it out. It's hilarious.
I wonder if there's a correlation though. Like your house will actually be
Maybe.
cost less.
Well, that's what their main argument
Yeah,
was.
yeah, which
They're
is
like,
kind of
would want to live
like,
there.
like
well,
what-
do you
what-
want to live in a place
I
called Dick
don't.
Street?
I don't
So
But
want
that's
to
the
live
thing.
there.
It's like Vagina Strip. Would there still be like,
but look, okay.
would your property be less if it was Dick Street
There's
or if
also
it was
people
Vagina
who
Street?
want to live on Dick Street.
I want.
There is.
I would live on Dick Street. That's fucking hilarious.
I would rent a luxury condo
On Dick Street.
Word, and people go over your house and be like, yeah, it's Dick Street.
Yeah.
I would fucking
Don't make it a
buy
big
out.
deal.
I would buy out the people who live right at the end, just so I could say I lived on the tip of Dick Street, and fucking take it even further.
Bobby Rosario, 420 Dick Street.
There you
New York,
go.
New York.
Oh
There
my
you go.
lord.
That's his address.
Set this up, baby.
Yeah.
I got a future now.
Oh yeah. That's a joystick studio, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the joystick studio.
We'll live
We'll
on
just
Dick
make
Street.
our future address
See, that's a great address for
Yeah, right.
something like that.
for a comedy group. Fucking Anybody else want to throw some shit in the ring before I just get into my conspiracy shit?
Bro, we're doing shit in rings.
Well, it's because I wanted to bring it up because Joey actually said the thing. So, Joey, can you bring up the thing you said earlier about the guy who paid the man to do the thing?
Yes, there was like
Very
I heard
specific.
I heard on the news this morning that there was a man, and I didn't know what he was, a politician or it was just a man. I heard that he paid an assassin to kill him to make it look like he was murdered.
All right.
And it says police found him, but he wasn't dead. The bullet grazed his head. And I remember telling my dad, because my dad was watching it, I told him from the kitchen, I was like, bro, what a shitty assassin. Like, bro, like, just, I bet he leaves like a Yelp review 1 star. He
Yeah,
fucking
didn't
sucks. He
actually-
grazed me.
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Didn't actually kill
Wouldn't
him.
do it again.
Yeah.
So the reason I want to bring this up is because I'm pretty sure what Joey's describing is related to like this really big thing that I've been following for like a couple of months now.
Yeah.
Bro, is this the climax?
So like 2 or 3 months ago, I'm pretty sure it might have been less, might have been 2, but the point is a while ago, the wife and son of like a pretty prominent lawyer that's in a big lawyer family in South Carolina was found murdered on their like estates or something like that. Like the mother and the son. Then, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, that the father of that, the family, quote unquote, was found shot in the head in his car. That's what you're talking about here.
That's crazy.
And then literally yesterday or 2 days ago is when they found out that he actually paid somebody to kill him on purpose. So essentially the reason he was trying to do it is, first of all, I don't know what his involvement is with the murder of his son and his wife or whatever.
To me, it sounds like he did it and then he tried.
He's trying to covering up.
Not
the
only
right.
that, but he tried to fake his own death so
But
that he could run
he
away.
didn't know he was actually trying to die. Like, he was
okay.
trying to die, but the reason he paid somebody to
Interesting.
kill him was so that his other son would get like a $10 million life
would
insurance
get the
policy.
most. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
Because
like,
he
you're
was-
dead.
yeah,
Why do you
that-
still care about your
Because
image?
he was
about-
pretty sure that it had like a suicide clause.
Money. Yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. Usually a lot
So
of
that's
them
why
do.
he paid somebody to murder him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it went wrong, as you
It
can tell.
obviously went wrong.
But again,
yeah.
like I don't know what the link is between the initial murders of his son and his wife are and his thing. Obviously, it does sound kind of like
it sounds
Connected
suspicious.
somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds very like.
there's
weird.
also like things like it's tied to like other people, like a mob down there and shit like that. It's insane. Yeah.
Bro, that guy effed up. That guy.
He owes some big money.
He
Right.
owes some
He
big
was trying
money.
to cash out on that life
Oh, there's
insurance.
hundreds of stories like that where it's just like random people that are like affiliated with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a case, I believe the guy, his name was Charles C. Morgan, and he was just like a normal guy who was like a banker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like a loan shark, and then he just was found dead.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like, oh, he was doing services with the government and the mob,
Yeah.
and every time there ends up something like that, and they're dead.
Bro, I saw
Loose
this.
ends.
I saw this video. I don't remember if it was an animation or like I don't know, but it was a sniper looking through like eagle's nest, and he was looking, and the person on the phone tells him, "All right, you see that guy in the red shirt?" And the sniper sees him and fires, and then right after he fires, he goes, "Don't shoot the guy in the red shirt. He's there to be the." And the guy's like,
Yeah, I think that's Family Guy. Yeah.
"Was it?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it is,
It's
yeah.
Family Guy.
Family Guy.
It was like an intro episode.
You see
Like,
that guy in the red shirt? Bang! Don't shoot that guy in the red shirt." Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Conspiracy theories
Wait, what did that have to do with conspiracy theories?
about his thing. He was saying of the conspiracy about.
What does that have to do with the snipers, though?
Because I brought up the like assassins, like and then the assassin made a mistake.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was like-
I couldn't find it.
That was 2 rungs down the ladder.
Yeah. I
We
was
had
so
to-
confused. I was like,
took
oh.
3 steps back. Now we got to take 4 steps
Yeah.
forward.
Bro, this assassin business is really taking off.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we should just become assassins.
Oh, there's
Nope.
There's a lot of stories like that too, because like there's a lot of that, right? Where it's like on like on the deep web, right? There's a lot of hitman services.
Yeah.
They're all run by the government.
Really?
They are like 90% of them are run by like undercover friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because if
I've
you
heard
look
that.
who funds the deep web,
It's the government.
it's the
They
government that
created it.
funds it because they created it and they want to keep it running. So
Yeah.
a lot of those fake things are actually traps to get you arrested.
Yeah.
Like especially if you want to do like big time like drug trading or something. If you find someone that's like, yeah, I'll sell you 10 kilos, like it's
He's like,
definitely
got you.
It's the cops.
Looking for a kidney.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of hitman services where it's like I remember like I was talking to Jose about it one time because we were
Really? You were talking to Jose about
this?
Hitman services?
yeah, of course, because me and him are into like we watch a lot of the same YouTube and into like YouTubers that cover this kind of content.
Yeah,
with
like
people.
Dark 5. And
Yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah. Nexpo, like so, there's a lot of good YouTubers, and I remember we were watching it, and like it was someone that paid someone $100,000 to murder someone else. And Jose pauses. He's like, "That's not how much it costs." He's like, "That's like 1/10 at least." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's like 8 to 10, and then with and then like supplies." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, okay, yeah. I gotta go."
Okay.
Before I get into this, I just want to preface: I don't know how this podcast went into talking about Hitman services.
I mean,
But to
at least
further
that
this
was a good do you want to
conversation-
talk about Do you want to talk
No,
about
I was
snipers?
gonna say fucking. No, I was watching a documentary. I don't remember the channel or the group that does it. It was in the style similar to Vice, but it wasn't. I think it's Brute. You ever heard of them? BRUT with like a dot. Whatever. Point is, I was watching an interview where this guy interviewed a hitman for the cartel, like a legit hitman. Like he
Nice.
has like a nickname, like all that shit.
Wait, are you talking about Soft White Underbelly?
No,
The interview guy?
no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. So basically, it's like a whole crazy thing. The guy is completely masked up. You see
Yeah.
no part of
Mhm.
him, essentially. They go to like some back alley area of some like literally like one of the most dangerous areas of Mexico or whatever, and he like sits them down, and it's just kind of like insane to get the perspective of somebody who kills people for money, you know what I mean? So he like asks him, he's like, how many people have you killed? And he's just like stupid casual about it. He's just like 15 to 20, you know, I lost count after all this time, and it's like, holy shit. And he asks him, he's like, how many people do you kill? It's like maybe like 1 or 2 a year. And he's just like this whole, like, I hate to say it, but this whole like business constructed around it. And it's like, holy fuck, this shit is
crazy.
There's a reason it's called organized crime. You know what I mean?
I was asking you because there's a YouTuber by the name of Soft White Underbelly, and he does like videos like that where it's just like interviews with high profile people.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy.
So he did the mob guy that was in Goodfellas, and like he like he's like one of the big mobsters, and he does a lot of like media tours now. I forgot his name, Michael something. He did an interview with him, and he did an interview with probably about 8 to 10 pimps and gang members. And it's just like you said, it's super interesting to get that, because I'm like, oh, these people live completely different lives.
Yeah,
like especially like he had on 2 pimps. Like he had on a pimp who was like respected the woman, and then he had on a second pimp who like didn't. And it was like, and even then, it was like super interesting to see like
2 completely different aspects.
and just like, oh, like
doing the same thing.
These are human people, but like it's also just, you know, the way that they're able to explain it.
Right. There's 2 sides to every pimp, Dylan. Everybody knows that.
P-Nutty, the homie,
just to like,
bro.
just to see like. You get a good opportunity to like, just like, I don't know, and see how they're thinking, like what's their justification in their head.
It's not a good thing, but it's a curiosity.
No, it's always super important.
I was about to say, I think it is kind of important
because that's you know, you have to come at it from
perspective,
a point,
right?
Yeah, and also just giving not sympathy, but at least understanding.
Like I don't think anybody at this table is gonna root for a hitman.
Yeah. Like for example, like that, and no one's gonna like look at that guy who murders people and go, oh, that's an ethical, correct thing to do.
A good thing,
but you're gonna go, oh, he didn't choose this life. He's just taking what he had, you know. So it's like this kind of like this balance where it's like, you know, you watch the interview and you're like, oh, I get it. You know,
we got fucking hitmen right here in our fucking backyard, dressed up as Orthodox Jews, killing people in their cars. That was insane.
That was crazy.
I showed that video to everybody. I was
like,
same. I showed that to my family. I was like, look at this shit.
So first up, before I get into this, to preface, you may or may not have seen a video circulating on the internet recently of a man in New York City who was murdered in like a targeted hit by a guy who was dressed as an Orthodox Jew servicing his car.
Yeah.
Crazy video. You can go watch it. It's sad, but it's not gory. It's literally just a guy walking to his car, and there's another guy dressed as an Orthodox Jew with the hat and the suit and the you know, curls. Yeah. And he fucking walks up to the guy, pops him, gets in his car, and drives away. Insane.
I've seen, and it's cool.
And then we looked up the address, and I fucking hate to say it without specifying my location. It's like 5 miles that way, maybe less. Like, it's insane. It was like right there.
Like, this is shit you hear in movies and TV shows
and
I've spy things. And then it's like, oh, this happened in your neighborhood. You're like,
yeah.
What?
Or just like other YouTube videos. Like, I remember I saw one YouTube video, and it was a guy who was dressed as a woman. And it was a similar thing.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah, but instead of a Hasidic Jew, it was like a
yeah.
And you just see him just like, but you could tell it's like a guy in a woman costume that he bought. So you see him just like pull out a gun and then run away in heels. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Because they don't break out of the costume, because that's like that's also the not that.
No, that's
get out of sight. And
yeah, it's like, oh, no one can recognize you.
But fucking whatchamacallit, where I was going before is, like you said, you show that video to everybody, and I forget who put it in the chat, but you know, put it in the chat, and it was funny because immediately all of us were like, this is some Hitman shit. This is crazy. So I knew that I had to show my dad, because my dad literally falls asleep to like fucking forensic files and conspiracy shit about crime. Like, that's his thing. I go and I show him the video, and I know my dad isn't going to go like, oh my God, because that's not my dad. My dad is like, at the most, my dad is going to be like, damn, you know what I mean? Yeah. But my dad watches the video, and I'm literally waiting for him to be like, oh my God, right? Silent. I'm like, what the hell? The video ends, and my dad is like, he's not a professional. If he was a professional, he would have walked away. And I was like, Dad, what the fuck? Like, I'm not asking for how this shit works.
Jose answer.
Yeah. I was like, and then it goes to show you how close Dad and my dad and Jose are. It's like they fucking think the same. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Oh my Lord.
It's kind of sus though when like someone commits a crime or murders someone and then slowly walks away. It's like, damn, this guy gives no fucks.
Yeah.
Imagine robbing a bank and then just being like, okay,
you just walk.
Let me
Just
go
go
buy
home.
some Wendy's.
Yeah.
I might stop by and miss you.
Stop at a fucking Dunkin' Donuts
There-
with the
I-
bags.
There's actually.
Still like
Can I get a strawberry?
I was
Frosty?
watching a murder about that. This is like I should have added.
You're
this
watching
into,
a murder about it?
whoa.
or just a YouTube video about murders. Like we should have added this into the What's Up section because I guess we've both been watching stuff about like people get like murders and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was one guy who like essentially was looking for people to get a lease for an apartment from, chose the most vulnerable one, killed him, and lived in his house for 3 days while his wife was on vacation.
Crazy.
That's disrespectful.
And it's like, not only did he kill him and then put him in his basement, but then he wore his clothes, ate his food, and lived as him until his wife was about to come home, and then he left.
Joey hit it right on the head. That's fucked up and disrespectful.
Bro.
That's like, that's
You
crazy.
Imagine that, like,
insane.
sleeping in someone else's bed after murdering them and then
Yeah.
waking up.
That's
and be like,
no, you can no.
It's crazy
No.
shit.
And
Putting
And
on
waking
their
up like,
slippers.
I
You
wonder
like
if he
you
has,
kill
like,
him. You're about to
cereal.
go home and then be like,
Somebody.
oh shit, you got a PS5. I'm gonna
But
just
then-
stay.
Yeah. But then
I'm
you
gonna just stay here for a
and he
bit.
This
let-
motherfucker got fruit snacks. Hold up. Let me chill here for a little
He's
bit.
got the good.
Yo.
His wife be buying Oreos. What the fuck?
Oh,
Sorry, that guys.
yeah. That's a good one. That's a
That's
good.
dark.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We're not allowed to make dark humor jokes.
Bro,
Shit.
this whole podcast
My bad
has
about-
been dark humor.
My
lately.
bad for
Word.
joking about walking into a funeral last week.
Hey, I was just waiting to segue this into fucking Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's swollen balls.
Mhm.
You didn't hear about the Joey?
I saw a post and I thought it was just a shit post. I was like,
No,
no,
not
those,
real,
those
bro.
balls do be swollen,
No.
Joey.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
Apparently, bro, she's going hard for these balls, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Which
Nicki. Okay, so Nicki Minaj.
She's like standing by this.
Nicki
No,
Minaj
hold
has
on.
Nicki Minaj has a cousin
Alright.
who has a friend
like,
who lives in Haiti, Trinidad.
another
Trinidad, probably.
an island
I
country,
think it's
another
Trinidad.
country.
No, it is Trinidad.
Because she's from Trinidad. Yeah.
And that cousin's friend said that he got the vaccine and it enlarged his balls and he has swollen balls and now he's
Yes.
infertile. So
Yes.
Nicki Minaj made this post and she's Nicki Minaj. So a
Yeah.
lot of people, you know,
Right.
were on her side and this, that, and the other. But the amount of like, I wouldn't even say controversy, but the amount of like, just like conversations that spurred out of this are insane for like what it is.
Yeah.
Fucking like,
now I'm laughing hard because now I get the picture that you sent.
so fucking.
So I'm cracking up at the picture that you sent like
So-
hours ago.
So Jerry mentioned it earlier. The White House got involved.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They,
what?
they people misconstrued it and they said that the White House like invited her over, but realistically, apparently, like the White House offered to have like
Yeah.
a conversation with her over the phone.
To,
if she had, like,
educate her, 'cause
questions.
she said she was
'Cause,
gonna
yeah.
do her own like research, so they're like,
Oh,
we'll help you. Like,
shit.
we'll
Her whole
inform
thing
you.
was like, I want to be educated, but she
Yeah.
was like, and apparently she didn't show up at the Met Gala because, which was another big thing, because she was like, I don't want to get vaccinated for that. She was like, if I get vaccinated,
Yeah.
it's gonna be for something like she
Yeah.
deems more important. And but what was even crazier than that is not only did the White House and like Dr. Fauci come out and speak out about it, they had like I don't know what they call them, but like the honcho of Trinidad and Tobago, they had to do a whole investigation.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he came up. There's a video at a press conference, and he was basically like, "There's nobody here with a doctoral record who's infertile with swollen balls with that." And then apparently he was like, "We wanted to make a statement about it yesterday, but we literally had to take 2 days
This
to
is
like."
a UN issue.
Yeah.
Like,
He
multiple
was
countries
like,
are
we had to take it 2 days to go through and investigate and really make sure that nobody on like had this case. And then he ended it with, "It was a pretty big waste of time." And I was like,
involved.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Two countries
my
got involved.
god!
However,
all
it
because
is-
of
yeah,
Nicki
yeah, yeah,
Minaj's
yeah.
cousin's friend's swollen.
all
I'm cracking up
all
at the
because
image.
all because Nicki Minaj is anti-vax, essentially.
Yeah. All because.
But
she's
by the way, I
anti-vax.
get everyone who is hesitant to get the vax, and this is an important conversation to have because I do believe her.
About the
About
education
balls?
thing or the balls?
I believe her about the balls.
Uh-huh.
I believe the balls thing because the vaccine, it's a new thing, and people have been getting a lot of weird side effects.
I don't disagree.
People
but
have been getting. I know people who have like lost their sense of smell and like other stuff like that from the vaccine. So I believe her, and it's important to have these conversations because the vaccine does have side effects.
Yeah.
It's just it's creating hesitancy, and that's why government got involved. It's because she's a big prominent member saying, not really about the
and
vaccine.
then everyone that likes
That's
her
why the
is gonna be
government
like,
called
yeah,
her.
I
'Cause she's
figured
a big.
that.
It's not that we want
Right.
to educate. It's bitch, don't do that.
No,
'Cause
you're
not-
gonna like
a bunch
a bunch of people are gonna be influenced by
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, it just makes it look like it's a case that they want to look into now, because like you're saying, you're claiming this.
Yeah, as someone who got health issues,
like everyone in New York got it.
Getting the vaccine, like I get it, because that was my first thought when I got health issues immediately after the vaccine. I was like,
"What do you mean by health issues?"
We've talked about it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I only asked because I was like, "Do you mean like the regular side effects?" Because I was
no, not regular set, but like I got health issues maybe like a month after getting the second shot, and my first thought was like,
yeah,
what if all the people who didn't get the vax are right that you get weird shit from the? But it's like no, shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, if anything happens within that month, they're gonna blame it on the vax.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna say, "Oh, it happened because."
And like
of
Dylan
the
said,
vax.
like it is true. There are a very small number of cases where those things have happened.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it does
because
cause
it's like the Johnson and Johnson blood clot thing,
Yeah.
where it's like 12
Yeah.
women got blood clots,
And
it's
then
like,
they immediately stopped.
yeah,
it.
and they immediately think about that. Out of hundreds of thousands of people, 12 people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one person had balls swollen.
And another fair point is like, we all got vaccinated far before, Pfizer was approved. It's like, you know what I mean? There was also hesitancy for that, but now things are approved and it's like people
even though FDA doesn't approve a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Apparently I read something that I just saw a headline. I think they actually didn't approve the booster shot for Pfizer for older people or something like that.
They didn't approve it yet, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I haven't. That's probably why I haven't heard about.
Oh,
it
and to fucking kind of segue this and spin this, did you hear about that? The attack at Carmine's in Manhattan on the restaurant hostess.
Oh, I heard. I think I saw.
I think
this
I've
on the
heard
news.
something
That
about
shit was
it.
wild.
Talk about it.
Just there's a famous Italian restaurant called Carmine's on the Upper West Side, and a family from Texas was visiting. And like if it's fair, they probably didn't know much about, because New York is one of the bigger places where the mask mandate and the vaccination mandate is in full effect.
Yeah. Right.
So the woman asked the family for their proof of vaccination. They got mad, and it turned into a full-fledged fight where like 3 women from that family just attacked this one woman.
Yeah, they sent us to the hospital.
It's like a 24-year-old hostess, and I hate to say it, they were like these 3 big women were just fucking wailing on her. It's insane. Yeah, they had to be like pulled away and shit like that.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Holy crap, Texas, man!
Yeah.
You really fucking it up.
People were saying that like it's just kind of funny how like now people just like blame shit on Bill de Blasio. So it's like people were like, it's Bill de Blasio's fault for not. It's kind of true, but they were saying that it's his fault for not like better informing tourists who are coming in like about
hey,
the
we have all.
True.
You have to in order to dine anywhere.
Which is true, but I don't think that's fully Bill de Blasio. I think that's Bill de Blasio and a team of people.
As trust me, they had a 9/11 march in my neighborhood, and one of the. Under supporting our troops and supporting those in 9/11, it said "fuck Bill de Blasio" on the official thing. So obviously, people feel a certain type of way about the man.
For sure.
Funny.
I remember when Bloomberg was mayor, and I just thought he was going to be mayor forever. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how terms work. I was just kind of like.
And then he changed the law so that he could have a third term, and you went, "Oh, he's really gonna be mayor. He's gonna be mayor."
And you know what? Nobody really cared.
No one cared.
It was like, all right.
I was like, oh, everything I know about mayors, let me just throw it out.
Like I knew the president came and went 4 years, but I was like, damn, Andrew Cuomo has been governor for a really long time. Like. Not anymore.
Is that like how Russia feels? They're just like, oh,
Russia's just like,
okay,
we lost again.
Well, the thing is that they rig elections, but you can tell they're rigged by how much they win by. You're supposed to rig an election by 1%.
You got all the votes.
It's like you got 89% of the vote. Oh, the dictator that murders people got 89%? Yeah, okay. I definitely believe it.
Bro, and they sent him flowers and chocolates. He's the best.
There are babies crying, saying, "We love you."
For the amount of enemies we're gonna make by the end of this show, bro. We're gonna have like the cartel and the Russian government after us.
The Russian mob can suck my dick. Honestly. Can we be
Dylan said that.
Yeah.
Dylan said that.
Next week, there's guys here. We really respect.
You want to apologize?
It's us 3 and a guy in a tracksuit on that side of the table.
Dylan's reading.
Like Dylan couldn't make it today.
He's on the podcast with us.
Dylan's sick, He get better maybe.
With a gun under the table, pointing at all this.
And we're just like, well, welcome to episode 57. Das Vidania.
Our background's changed. We add him.
The flag.
At the beginning, we play the full Russian national anthem, standing salute.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh man.
That's happening.
Oh, fuck.
It's
Be
happening.
sure to pitch in.
I'm out of my current events. I got everything
Tune
out.
in.
Yeah. You're
Somebody's gonna have to fucking
fully-
take over now.
What about
flashed.
speaking of the we spoke about it all the way back then, but the Met Gala, did you see all the other outfits?
Yeah, my
Kim
favorite
Kardashian.
was
You
this
saw
guy,
Super.
ASAP Rocky, in this Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was funny.
Yeah, you saw Kim and Kanye in their fucking shadow outfits.
Kanye was Kim was the shadow. Yeah,
Kim
I
was
didn't
like
see
a whole
Kanye.
shit. I didn't see
He
Kanye.
was- I
Everyone's
think he
talking
was
about
a shadow
Kim's.
Also.
He
They were
was?
both- They were both shadows, I
I
think.
didn't see.
I
Okay, dude, can we pull that up? Like
I
the
think.
worst Met Gala.
Where the Met Gala?
Bro,
you know what?
Lil
To be
Nas
honest,
was in-
I
he was in
never
that
know when the
armor.
Met Gala happens.
Nope, it just happens.
It just happens.
We're
Like,
not rich, Joey.
yeah.
We don't get invited to that shit.
Oh,
What am I looking up? Worst Met Gala outfit?
Sure.
sure. Let's look at these outfits.
Where's the
Worst Yo Mama jokes.
We also talked about Yo Mama on the show.
What do we got?
Bro, what if
Yeah.
one of us was invited to this and we just show up with like the
Are
outfits
we
we have
giving
on now?
EW some money real quick?
Looks like shout out to Entertainment Weekly. My mom is gonna go crazy when she watches this episode of the podcast. She's a very big fan. I think I've watched more episodes of Entertainment Weekly than is healthily allowed for a person my age. It's insane.
Ooh, we got slides to get that real ad.
What if you're looking
revenue
for
Damn.
entertainment
Yeah,
on a consistent basis?
Man, shout out to the internet.
Then where are you
and,
supposed to look?
What do you mean?
If you're looking for entertainment on a consistent basis, where else are you supposed to look?
Well, I'll tell you
Oh,
one
is it-
thing.
wait, is this not-
You could check out Entertainment Weekly or
Wait.
any of the other 19 shows that do it.
Wait,
What happened?
This might not be it.
I don't like it.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, because they're not showing it on the person. They're
I
just,
don't like this.
Can we just
Hey,
like
you
scared.
want to see this famous
How about we-
person's
how about we go to
outfit on
Google-
stone?
let's go to Google Images and roll the dice.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Let's see what we're looking at. Is that Betty White or just another old person?
Maybe.
Dylan, I want you to go to the Met Gala and dress like a
That is
banana or
another old
something.
person,
Okay,
I
yeah.
believe.
No, don't do that. People are gonna
You have
take
to
it
look
legit.
at 2021.
That happened. There's a video about it. That's like our me and Bobby love that video where like they bring their friend to like
that
British
video's insane.
London Fashion Week, and they basically trick Fashion Week into thinking he's like an actual model, even though he's just like their friend.
They literally just take their friend and they're like what I love about this video is like they put more effort into this than like people put into robbing banks. It's incredible. So they literally find like their one friend that he's like he could pull off the look. Yeah, let's do it. They take him to like their version of Target or whatever and they just buy random shit. They take him to their house and they dress him in like, you know, a mismatched outfit with like this, that, sunglasses with like little things hanging off of it. He has like a bag.
I think at one point he has like the construction, like the caution tape.
Yeah.
He has like that on him, so he just looks
And-
ridiculous.
Oh, I
and he
remember that.
and he just like walks to, and they have him just like walk near where like the events are happening, and then they have like one of his friends with the camera who like pretends to know his name. He's like Alexander, and he's like yes, and he's like please let me take a picture. He's like yes, of course, and then flocks of other photographers
All
are
the
like
paparazzi.
Yeah, I've
taking
seen
pictures,
that
taking
video.
pictures. And then they're like asking, and they're like, who is he? They're like, yo, he's Alexander. He's like the hottest thing out
And
of
he's
Croatia.
naming. He's basically naming like when they ask him what his like.
it's like the
outfit
name of a
is,
store,
It's
right?
like it's literally like their version of Old
guy-
Navy.
yeah.
It's like a cheap
But he
ass
says it
store.
in a way that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it like
yeah,
Target, like
Yeah.
super fancy.
Right, it's Ross Hansen, you know.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Love
Who
that
went
shit.
dressed
Yo,
as
we gotta
Zorro?
do that.
Ooh.
We'll make Jerry famous.
Oh look, there's the shadow outfit.
Yo, you've got some armor.
Yo, he's a
Went
he's
dressed as
a
a horse.
he's a heartless.
Someone was a horse?
Good
Is that a
stuff.
horse?
There's Fruity Pebbles.
I would love for Joystick to get so famous that we get invited to the Met Gala, and then we could just like co-up, like, but we do like the actual horse costume, like the two people in one, and we
Oh,
show up
wow.
like that. They interview us, and the person in front is just like, "Fuck it."
Can I Little Rascals with someone like the 2-person one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
perfect.
funny.
Because we take shit like that seriously.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it's a joke. We don't
No.
take very little seriously, as
Oh, I
judged
thought
by
this
the
is-
past 40
wow.
minutes of content.
I'm pretty sure we take things super seriously on the
super
show.
serial.
No.
Before this, we do 50 push-ups. Bobby spanks us all.
I actually did
Yeah.
50 push-ups before this.
Is that
actually.
serious?
Yeah, I
I
actually
didn't
did
spank you
all.
guys.
No, we missed out that week.
That's when you guys mess up.
Yeah.
That's when you guys don't do well.
Joey talks into the mic. I hit it with my hat.
Jerry breaks a lamp.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
And then it's pow pow time.
Yeah.
Oh, bow.
Bend you
Bro.
guys over. I was about to say the gayest thing ever. I was about to say I'm about to bend you guys over and take you to town, and I didn't even mean it like that.
Bro.
Well, now you have
Nah.
now,
Hey,
now
yo.
you've said bend you guys over 3 times.
Yeah.
Someone edit that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll edit it.
We need like an out of context joystick moments.
Love to see that.
That's definitely what we need.
Bro, first of all, get on that. Anybody. That's perfect.
Yeah,
what
it's
Dylan
just
said.
it's like sucking dick.
But secondly,
Fuck the mob. You know, like-
You know what's funny, Dylan? Low key, when you were talking earlier,
Yeah.
you said the phrase like, "So yeah, I've come," and then I was like, "I'm gonna edit
Yeah.
just that. I've come," and then put it on the chat.
Just come.
You've got a lot to edit then.
Nah.
I've come, bend him over, take him to town.
Yeah. We just make a
Fuck
fake
them up.
fanfic between me and Bobby.
With cut pieces from the fucking podcast.
Oh, you can make a whole porno between me and Bobby for
You
sure.
can make a script
It's
for
fucking
sure.
sad.
Bro,
Mhm.
there's enough episodes
really
that we can
hard.
take voice clips like how people do when they want to like animate like cartoons.
It all started with a fight in the ocean.
Make it sound like that, like the Tupac voice thing.
Oh yeah. You have uno.
You have
no.
But it's like us
Oh,
poorly.
it's the 20-year
That-
anniversary
yeah.
of that, isn't it? Or 25?
of
Is-
what?
Tupac getting shot?
Oh yeah.
20
Yeah,
25?
it's been
96. Yeah, crazy.
Mhm.
been fuck, man.
Was he before Biggie? Yeah, right.
Yeah, everyone get your black B&Ws out and support.
Get in an elevator.
Yeah.
Is that too much? Is that too specific?
Write a song 2 years before about California and how much you love it.
Have your friends smoke you on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Turn into a hologram.
Fuck.
The fuck is up, everybody? Yo, what's up, Snoop?
Fucking, I was gonna say earlier when Joey was saying I was gonna edit that. I was gonna say, speaking of things that Joey's edited, Joey, remember that time we had the fucking video contest about the teddy bear?
Oh my
I
god,
remember
yeah.
that. And it was like
I remember that.
Jelly
When are we bringing that back? Now that we have like equipment
Oh my
and skills.
God.
Oh, I think we all should. We should have. I really think that we need to venture more into that. I think.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I love doing shit on the channel with like whenever we do something on the podcast and it's like painting or something that we're all doing, but it'd really cool if we like tried shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then brought it to the table.
Yeah. And we was
I
like,
have an idea.
Like,
Okay.
at the end, like for example, like every month at the end of an episode, we're like, we have to do this, and then next week we show up with that prepared. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Uh-huh.
And like you said, the film contest or anything.
Bro, I was gonna say fucking. We should get together as guys and make a video series where we try things. We could call it the Try Guys.
Yeah.
Just came up with
perfect.
it.
Yeah.
Just came up with it. Never been
Yeah,
done
yeah,
before.
Yo,
Holy
write
crap.
it down.
Perfect. Sounds familiar.
I'll
Yeah.
hit up BuzzFeed and see if they're into that.
Yeah. We should also try 3 foods at 3 different price points and see if they're
Yeah,
worth it.
we should have
That
somebody
sounds like
come
a
in
show
to
that'll
explain
get a lot
something
of
at 5 different levels
Yeah,
of interest. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We
Sounds
should
like you
pull
gotta-
pranks on each other and dangerous stunts.
And then we should tell people that we do not condone them doing them at home.
Mhm.
I think
And-
we're onto some really good original content.
There's over
here,
300
guys.
taxis in New York City.
That was my favorite. I'm so mad that Dylan has that fucking cash cab sweater.
Yeah,
Every
that's
time
such
I
a good
It's on
hoodie.
eBay. It's
have
on
you
eBay.
even worn it onto the podcast
Yeah, I've worn it.
yet? Oh my god,
It's too hot. It's too hot. But,
No,
Wait,
obviously.
he has something from it?
He has a cash cab sweater, and it's the most hype thing
yeah,
ever.
I found it at
thrift store,
Smorgasburg when they had like their yard, their like basically their flea market.
Wow.
And I found it, and I was like, "How much is it?" I remember a woman tried it on, and she was like, "Oh, it didn't fit." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Fuck yeah!"
so cool.
But yeah, I saw it on. I didn't find it for years, and I saw one listing on eBay, and it was like $30. I'm like, "Do I buy this?"
I'll never forget.
That's dope.
We went to film a Chronicles mad long ago. It was we made a Chronicles one
The
time.
Bay Ridge one.
Now I have to think. It was the Bay Ridge one. That was the one that all 5 of us were there.
Yeah.
That we all got like that blue shit on us. We didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
The
I remember
point
my
is,
outfit.
we started that Chronicles going to your house, and we picked you up in BC.
Yeah.
And we had this whole thing planned where I had like the camera pointed like at your front door, and I was gonna wait for him to come out, and I was gonna say like this whole thing about like, look at this sexy ass man walking to the car. But then Dylan walked out in the cash cab sweater, and like I still have the clip, and I'm like, this motherfucker, the cash cab sweater. It was so bad. I was like, I want that sweater so bad.
This whole bit plan.
I'll just wait for Christmas for Dylan to give me something that I've told him I've wanted from our friendship, which he tends to do. I have the wallet, the Mets monkey, and in 3 years I'll get the cash cab
You get
sweater.
the cash cab sweater.
Yep. I was trying to find
My
the wallet
tears.
mad long ago. I don't know what to do with it. It's all destroyed.
It's
though.
not. It's not in the Dylan box. It's a box in your closet with everything. With like
You're
every-
100% right. I forgot that a Dylan box exists. You having fun over there, boys?
Damn. You beat me twice.
Let's get it.
They got jealous because you know you and me have
what would
boxes in our friendship.
What would this podcast be though? You know, like what would the Jerry and Joey podcast
Oh
be?
my lord.
I don't know, but I'd pay to watch it.
I would watch. Yeah, let's do it.
What would we do? What
Next
would we
week.
talk about?
I don't know, man.
What's
We'd
the
have to set
topic?
it. We'd have to.
We
Bro,
talk
whenever-
about like
Brainstorm.
old games and old cartoons.
For April
Yeah.
Fools, we should
Old
switch
cartoons.
spots.
He's like, remember that episode of Tom and Jerry?
For
Yo,
April-
I remember that. Remember that episode with Ed and Eddie?
On the April Fool's episode, me and Dylan will sit over there, and you guys will sit over here.
Oh my god.
And you guys have to head
You know
the
that
show.
there's a lost episode of Ed and Eddie called Special Ed, and it tackled autism and mental.
You're lying.
You're lying.
No, it's real.
No, you're lying.
It's real.
You're lying.
It's real.
Nah, that's cap.
I watched the Lost Media video about
It's
it.
hard to tell with you. You're so
That's all I've been watching all week.
so
is
off the
Lost
cuff
Media.
with your lies, man.
Why would I lie? For
How's
no
your
reason?
cousin on the curling team?
There's
That-
a band. The only band.
every lie I've done is for like a reason. Like I won't just lie because it'll be like
So what was the fucking reason with me with the curling team?
because it was funny and I knew you were gonna tell your mom and you did.
You told everybody that, you asshole.
Oh, my
So
lord.
that's some cool ass shit. When somebody tells you that they're related to somebody on an Olympic team, you tell people that shit. It doesn't matter if they're curling.
That's crazy.
And then it turns out this guy's working at a fucking auto shop.
well, in China this year you can watch them on TV. So
Oh, thanks. Isn't it in China?
Yeah.
The Winter Olympics?
Mhm.
Crazy.
I was gonna say something.
But I asked something stupid.
you were gonna play rock paper scissors with Jerry.
I was
No,
gonna
I
ask if
wasn't.
there's somewhere cold enough in China for it, but China's big, so.
Yeah, yeah,
China is
yeah.
pretty big.
Well, didn't they like they do that though? Like I remember in America they did Salt Lake City, I think it was, and it was like.
Can I ask a stupid geography question?
Yeah.
Does like Australia have a cold place or no? Is it all just like
Maybe
It's
on a mountain.
it's mostly desert, but towards the southern part
yeah?
of Australia, it can get a little cold.
What about Africa?
Yeah.
There's
penguins on South Africa
oh shit
on the tip.
Oh well, that makes sense because
Yeah.
it's closer to.
Mhm. All the southern areas and like the islands off the southern areas,
This is why we have you here, buddy.
Very cool.
like
That's the
South and New
winter
Zealand,
islands.
mad cold.
South America. Oh, Argentina. I mean.
Yeah, again, La Patagonia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Faux show.
Oh, show.
What about North America? we don't have anything.
It's not cold here.
About like a third of North America isn't fucking just winter.
Yeah.
Word.
Well, also, it's mad funny because if you look, a lot of the most of Canada lives below the northernmost part of the
Yeah.
United States because Canada, everyone lives right at the border because it's like good temperatures.
Right.
And you have people who live up in fucking Nova Scotia in like a cabin where it gets like below 60.
All those like broken up pieces of Canada.
And Dick Street.
Dick Street.
And it looks way bigger because the map is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Mercator.
What?
The
McCree?
basically there's different
You can't
types.
say his name anymore. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so basically every map is different, right? Because you can't make a map flat because the world isn't flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they do is a regular map is actually very exaggerated at the poles and then squished down at the equator
Yeah.
so that you don't.
In some cases, you even see like Russia on both
Yeah,
ends
yeah,
of the
yeah,
map,
yeah.
too.
So like Russia and like the northern part of Canada. Canada's huge, but they look 8 times as big because they are in like the cold northern part.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas countries in the equator look mad tiny.
All right, sorry to jump off from that. There's 3 420 Dick Streets in New Jersey. We've got a 420 Dick Street in Jersey City,
Okay.
a 420 Dick Street in Dumont, New Jersey, and a 420 Dick Street in Clifton, New Jersey.
Okay.
Where am I moving, bro?
Okay, the Clifton one's near where Jose lives, so
Yeah,
we have to go there and be like, "Hey,
Go
Jose,
visit Jose and go check out
Jose,
Dick
come to
Street.
my house.
Jose, take me to Dick Street, Jose."
Oh man, anyone has to say that sentence.
Holy shit.
What?
Dick Street is a dead-end street. You could actually live on the tip of Dick Street. Somebody lives on the tip of Dick
Let's
Street.
That's
go.
crazy. Shout outs to that person.
Dude, super shout-outs. That's insane.
Yeah. If you watch the show, you probably do.
You probably do. This is how we get them. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, they said my address. Every week we get someone new.
Because we mentioned him.
837 Lafayette. It's just like,
All right, that's our new bit. Random address of the week. Hope people show up to your house.
get ready for Jam Yam and address of the week.
get doxxed.
Oh man.
Get down. I was gonna say something about.
Yeah.
You can still say stuff.
No, keep talking. I'll have something in.
Talk.
Say it now.
Talk. I don't remember.
Joey pulled a Bobby.
No.
At least start the sentence,
Nah.
and then you're like,
But at least, hey, I give Joey props. He doesn't commit to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those who don't try don't fail.
You miss a lot of.
Wayne
Shots.
Gretzky. You miss a lot of
I
wings.
said the
that-
negative version of
Yeah.
that.
I'm trying to think.
I just wanted to see how will.
I wanted to
Every
see,
time
like,
he gets quiet, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to see like how long it'll get quiet before somebody
Yeah.
says something. So now I don't jump in anymore.
I
I'm
think
just like,
Joey should go. He has
I
something
just
to
look
say.
around. Yeah, right.
I
Joey's got something on the tip of his tongue.
Wait, what is this? Can I ask?
What?
That.
The mask?
Yeah.
That's a masquerade mask.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was.
It's an ancient
It's one of those
doctor
swingers
mask.
masks.
It kind of looked like an ear, but it turns into like a knife at the bottom.
like how you're explaining something nobody can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to take it on the show?
Hold on, let's see if we can pull one of these. Ready? Hold on.
I was gonna move this whole
Nah,
camera and fuck up the shot for the rest of the
Let's
show.
go.
Bro. I don't know if that's gonna be
Yeah.
anything, but Dylan's
Circle
talking
it.
about that right there.
The
right
ear.
now.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see it.
The thing
We'll see.
Yeah.
on the.
When Bobby
thing.
edits it, so it's full size.
Yeah, it's one of those like masquerade masks. My mom used to collect them. And
Oh, that's
funny
cool.
enough, you guys remember my cousin Jojo Jordan? He moved to Florida.
Yeah.
He used to be afraid of them. So every time he came over, we used to have to like hide them. Like he would like
Wow.
cry. We've had a couple shit like that in the house. It's weird. My little cousin Jenny used to be actually we had Jenny and Serenity. They're sisters. Genesis was afraid of Hunter, so we had to put Hunter away. And then Serenity was afraid of a plant in the bathroom. Like it was like some
Plant?
twisty plant.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
and every time she'd walk in the bathroom, she'd be like, ah! And she was like 7.
Yeah,
you know
she was,
what I
like,
mean?
very
Really
young.
little.
Okay.
It's not like my 15-year-old cousin. It's like, get the fucking plant
It's
out.
Bobby's aunt, just like.
No, but she would get like terrified. And I remember we'd be like, come on, like, come and get it out. Oh,
Bring
man.
the plant downstairs.
These kids are too big now.
Blunt.
You found it?
No, but I want
Ah,
to segue
okay.
into what you said. Bro, take your cousin to Phantom of the Opera if he's scared of
Oh,
masquerade mask. And I want to say, you guys know, but I was very into musical theater in high school.
No.
And the first show I did was Phantom of the
I
Opera.
remember that.
And the dance.
there.
Yeah. And the dance instructor had we created a big stage for people to stand on, but we had uneven people that we kind of threw in one of the stage managing kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I don't want to be seen. I don't know the dance moves. And we gave him not a lot of dance moves to do. And he was the only one with a full mask over his face. So on the day of the show, there was this one guy that I don't know why maybe he thought because there was so many people talking, he could get away with it. He did get away with it. But instead of singing the words, he was singing things like, suck my dick. You can go. And I'm singing the words, trying not to laugh, listening to the guy directly next to me.
That's
talking about his dick and talking about.
Suck my fucking dick, you stupid bitch.
And the guy in the full mask is crying.
Just choking on his tears, bro.
Suffocating behind the fucking
Yeah.
He just faints on the stage.
That's the only musical Joey was in that I don't know who you were. Like I know you didn't have a major role.
I wasn't.
but-
I was the conductor.
There you go.
Right.
Boop,
After,
boop, boop.
and bro, you ready for this? It's some best friend shit right there. After that, sophomore year, Pippin and Pippin.
Yo.
Junior year, Lumiere,
Beep-bang.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yo.
Then senior year, his school said, fuck it, we're going to do 2 shows. And my man was Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. And then he went on to play the guy in Guys and Dolls. What a way to end it. I forgot.
What a way to end it.
I'm surprised. No, you know his name.
Which is funny. I actually
Yeah,
forgot.
No, you know his name.
I don't.
No, you're lying.
I don't remember his name.
Bro, it was Sky Master.
Sky Master said, fuck yeah.
Your dad was in that show.
I think he was Sky Master. No, my dad was Nicely.
Nicely is a good guy.
I remember that because my favorite song is
You
Sit
never
Down,
rock
Rockin'
the boat.
Yeah.
You're rocking the boat. Let me drive the boat.
Fucking jam, right?
That's
That's it. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby.
Let me drive the boat.
Fucking I remember Pippin was my favorite because I got to see Joey run around like with his arm hair out. Was
Word.
it that you had to shave for that show, or you had to grow out your armpit hair for
I
it?
don't know. I think that was when they kind of were like, maybe you should shave.
Oh, I think that's what it was. But Joey's like running around, and he was like so pissed that he had to shave his armpits. He was like, I feel weird, and I was like,
I don't remember being pissed. I remember feeling weird. 'Cause
well, I
I'm
remember
like,
you specifically saying it just like that. You were like, I feel weird, and I was like, oh, fuck you.
That's
look,
weird.
You look good.
Yeah, you need
Your
to
little
be,
tank top.
Be hygienic, men. Shave.
Yeah, or don't
Yeah.
like
Nah,
me.
don't.
nah, the hair is cool. Nah.
Or trim it every 4 weeks.
Me and Bobby never not getting a haircut ever. Just like take care of yourselves.
Bro, I
Take
get
a shower.
I get a haircut now like every month and a half or something like that. It's been a lot
Damn.
worse. Back in the day, I didn't get haircuts for like 6 months at a time.
I'm getting swindled.
I didn't get a haircut like every 3 months or so,
Apparently.
every 2
Yeah.
months.
My brother would go like every 2 weeks.
Like
Yeah,
the
I go
length
every
that my
time. I can't go
hair
too
is
many
at
times.
right now is appropriate before it gets ridiculous. Like in another week, this shit. Like I'm probably gonna have to get a haircut.
I love
for
that
next
time
episode.
where your hair is just right. It's not too short. It's not
Mhm.
too long.
It's always like that
It's
week
like-
after the haircut.
Yeah.
That's why they always tell you to get it cut like a week before. You gotta go do shit.
Mm-hmm. So it looks.
So it looks nicer.
What was I talking about? I think it was Jose. Like I hate
fresh haircut.
I hate perfect looking haircuts.
I hate it too.
Like I hate to say it, but like
You
you know
have
the
to have a little
Dominican
bit- you have to,
haircuts.
like,
Like when I
grow it,
go,
yeah.
I fucking hate that shit. It took me literally like 3 or 4 times to go because I think I mentioned on the podcast. I used to have a Russian barber. Shout out to Rob. Used to love that guy. Then he retired, and I was very sad, and I had to find another one. Now I go to a Dominican barber, and it took like 3 or 4 times for me to be like, you literally like I leave here looking like a geometric shape, and I fucking hate it. Like. He's like lines everywhere, and I'm like, bro, I get it, but you know what I've also found out, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've been told ever since I was younger that I have very good hair, like to work with. So I low key think, and I've seen this firsthand, that when I get with a new barber, they take way too long on me. Like they're like looking at angles and shit like that, and then every time they finish, they're like, that shit looks dope, right? And I'm like, it's not what I fucking asked for.
And I
But-
feel like
Bam.
I don't like that. Like that's why I've gone to the same barber for like 14 years.
I wish I could fucking
is
do that.
because I remember I
I'm
would
always
go to
changing.
different barbers and they'd be like, they'd be like, yeah, but you look better with this, and then they just do it, or like they put gel in your hair after to make it like look
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you gonna
No.
tell me how to do that though?
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna go
yeah,
home, my hair's
right.
just gonna look stupid,
Yep.
and I'm not gonna be able to know what
Like, do you
product.
think I'm going straight from a haircut to like a party,
Yeah.
bro? Like,
Yeah, or just like they put like $40 product in your hair, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy
Like, I'm
this
gonna go
product.
home and
like, what
shower.
the fuck are you doing?
You know what's funny? The best haircut I've ever gotten from my new barber, his name is Domingo, was when I went in and I literally went through the playlist of this show, the Joystick Show, through all those episodes, and I was like, that one. I like my hair in that one. And I took a picture and I was like, make me look like that. And he was like, oh, you do TV? And I was like, yes, I do TV. Now make me look like that again. And he made me look exactly like that. And I was like, I love
Perfect.
you, Domingo. I'm just going to show him that picture every single fucking time. And I'll always I'll look like episode 10. Go back and check it out.
Episode 10,
Nice
32
high
minutes
fade.
in, I'm here, I'm looking like this.
Damn straight.
Show him a better quality episode. When your hair gets like that again, show him a better
I'll
quality
be like, damn,
episode.
show's doing well.
He's like, yeah,
It's not
we got-
public access
he's
anymore,
like, we got
Domingo.
picked up season 2.
We on Comedy Central now, baby.
Phase 2, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Whatchamacallit, living in New York, you're gonna get a lot of Dominican barbers, a lot of them.
A lot of Dominican barbers and a lot of Russian barbers.
That's
Word.
it. Pick.
And that's it.
and
But
and you know what? Those, in my opinion, only 2 people that should be fucking cutting hair because they're
Word.
amazing at it. That's that.
I actually had for, I'm gonna say almost my college years, which were 4 years, was I had a Korean stylist.
Mhm.
It was a woman, and she would like do my hair. I stopped going to her because I think lately she just kind of got tired, and like my hair wasn't looking as great as the first like few years I was with her, and I was like, I'm not going here anymore. I now got a Russian, and he used to do my hair. He was the first person to cut my hair.
Oh shit.
So I went back to him, and he was like, you ever been here before? And I pulled out the picture. I was like, this is me. And he was like, yo.
yeah. Russians are
I was
big
like,
into
this is
that
me.
shit.
This is me. He was like, yo.
I kind of
that's
feel
you.
bad about shitting on the Russian mob earlier. Like, I love Russian people, man.
Russian
They're not in the mob, though.
Yeah, all of them are.
Anybody else get their eyebrows done, or is that a Bobby thing?
That's
Yeah,
a
I do
Bobby
that.
thing. I don't, oh,
I
you
don't
do
have
that?
yeah,
I don't do
Does your
that.
barber do it?
yeah.
How does he do it? Is it with a little comb?
Well,
and
my
everything?
barber's a woman.
But it doesn't matter. But does like with the comb
Yeah,
and
no,
the...
she does it with the thing.
My barber, like mine, usually look perfect
barber's
as
a
ever.
woman?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
yeah.
For
It's
how long?
because the barber. It's because my barbershop burned down. Remember?
Oh, I remember
Oh.
that.
So I had to switch barbershops that I used to go to back in the day, but this barbershop is like co-owned by like a husband and a wife.
Uh-huh.
So I
The
cut my
wife.
hair with the wife now.
Lit.
Yeah.
Very
They're lit
cool.
though.
No, I bet.
Yeah, they're like 30s ish.
I went through an
They're
era where I
youngish.
used to get my hair cut at a stylist, and then I was like, too expensive. I was like, no, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
I
kind
don't
of
need you to wash
expensive.
my hair. I'll do that before I
It's
come.
expensive.
Fucking but yeah, I get my shit waxed. Got
I
my
never-
girl Cindy.
Sometimes he just like does like the thing and he just like fixes it, but usually mine are just perfect as ever. You know?
My woman at the I say my woman like I own her. I do not own Cindy.
my woman's
My woman.
my girl Cindy.
She's a Chinese what nail
Nail
Salonist?
technician.
nail
Nail
technician.
tech.
There you go. She works at I think it's Big Apple Nails, and she fucking waxes my eyebrows, and she does incredibly. And I'll never forget the first time she waxed my eyebrows. She looked at me and she was like, "You never go anywhere but here." And I was like, "Okay." And now I take that as a threat. Like I go back all
Oh
the
my
time.
God.
And you know what's crazy?
She pulls out a knife like, you don't fucking
You know what's
say
insane? Fucking, there's been times like COVID didn't go there for a year and change, and then I went back and she's like, "How are you? Oh my god, I'm glad you came." And I'm like, "Yes, I'm glad I came too. I look like my fucking mom in the '80s. Please get rid of this."
So do you go only to get your like nails done there and that's it?
My
your
eyebrow-
eyes
yeah.
done and that's it?
Mm-hmm. $6.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
A lot of people, yeah, I see people that do that.
Yeah.
I've never done my eyebrows in fear that they'll fuck it up and I'm gonna look like a completely different person. Because like these are important for expressions and stuff.
Well, yeah, for sure. But I
Yeah.
like for me, like I was super worried about that too, because like I've always had thick eyebrows and
Word.
I didn't want to lose any of that. But like my mom convinced me like after 8 times, like I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. And then finally my mom was like, look, she's not gonna fucking. She knows what she's doing. And I was like, fine. And then sure enough, like she told me, she was like, I didn't take anything off. She just shapes it. And I was like, oh, this is way better. Thank you.
Word.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna do my eyebrows and come back to the next podcast with different eyebrows.
Chronicles.
She's gonna have like striped eyebrows.
Joey lets Bobby wax. His
I have like
eyebrows.
really thin brows. Kind of look like I
Bro.
don't have brows.
To end this barber shop fucking conversation, we used to have you know how at the end of the block there's like that, it used to be a laundromat and now it's like a fucking right there.
The guy's turned into a bar.
Yeah, it's like a hangout spot.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
used to be a barber shop at one point, so we never went there. But one day I had it was picture day at school, so my parents, and I was really young, like I was probably like 6 or 7, like first, second grade young.
Yeah.
My parents wanted to get me a haircut before picture day, but it was like the night before, so my mom was like, let's just go right there and look at a quick cut. So they go, my parents are sitting there, the guy gives me a haircut, and when the cut is over, the guy puts my ski hat on me, and he's like, he's good to go. My parents are like, oh, great. And we walked back up the block, and they took my hat off, and this motherfucker shaved off one of my eyebrows. And
my
then just
God.
thought like a quick fix was to put my hat over, like here. It's just like on my eyes.
Good to go.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon.
Thank you for the money.
I was like, damn, I got swindled.
Yeah,
That's
you
crazy.
Did. You got freaking pranked.
Him and his buddies are cracking up. They were like, yo, that kid that just left, don't got an eyebrow.
And I got money.
I just put a hat on his head and it was like, get the fuck out.
Y'all ready for Jam and Yam of
And
the
slime
week?
and bam and
And
bam
the
and
blam
bam.
with
Yeah.
Jam y Yam de la Semana. I
See?
already fucked it up. Should have let Jerry handle it. Anybody want to go?
I'll go first. I'm seeing a bunch of shows like we talked about. Bobby, now that we're on music, can you now name my top 5 favorite bands of all
Probably
time?
be like Modest Mouse, Front Bottoms. I'm not getting them all, but they're in the range.
Okay.
Probably like Arctic Monkeys.
Yep, there's 2 more. You got 3 of them. There's 2 more.
Can I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Years?
No.
Fuck.
Total derail, but
When Dylan says them, I'm gonna know immediately. But
well, one is the Yam of the week, which I'll get into. I've decided, since I'm going to see a bunch of shows that are like bands I used to listen to,
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick one of them. Day to Remember.
Cool.
Their song "Show 'Em the Ropes." Very good song.
Cool. I was thinking of actually going to that concert. They're
it's a-
hyping it up.
It's they're doing 2 dates. The first one sold out, but I was gonna go to that one because you can still buy tickets. It's just more money. But yeah, really good music. Yeah, and the other band is The Strokes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I knew you liked them. I didn't know
Yeah.
that would be like. Actually, looking back on it,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense.
fucking shout
I'm
out.
good with Jose. Jose has like very interesting, unique taste. It's like
Yeah,
Gorillaz, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Meshuggah,
Yeah.
this German EDM artist.
My jam of the week this week is actually gonna be a reggae song.
Ooh, yeah, man.
Just I had a day earlier in the week where I was like,
Boom, boom,
I'm just. No, I
I'm
got in trouble
chilling.
for that one. Just fucking,
vibing.
We went to swim with the dolphins, and a Jamaican man was putting on my the life vest, and he tied it too tight. And I used to say blood clot when people put things on too tight, and it had nothing to do with the slur out there. So when he said it, I said it. He was like, and I was like, my parents were like, "Fucking shut up!" And I was like, "What?" And like I genuinely didn't know what the fuck I did.
Damn.
But it's a reggae song. It's "Born for Rebel" by Steel Pulse, and the only reason I picked it is because earlier in the week I decided to get my PS2 emulator working on my computer, and I was playing a lot of old Tony Hawk games, and it's on the Tony Hawk's Underground 2 soundtrack. Fucking hype ass song. I remember when I was a kid, every time that song came up, I was like lit. So yeah, "Born for Rebel."
Dope.
What you guys got?
My slam is a song I heard today while I was like fixing up my classroom, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. It's called Necrosis by Narrowhead. Slow vibes. I'm really trying to like branch off to my typical like emo, sad, like, oh, and now it's just kind of like very chill bass and minimal singing.
I like that
like,
sound though.
Yeah.
That kind of like eerie, kind of like
yeah,
dark.
eerie.
It's
Yeah.
very
Eerie
good
dark.
for when you have shit to do, you know?
Yeah. Gives me like
Yeah.
gives me like the
that's
Cure
what
vibes.
I was doing shit to do, and as I'm like doing it, I'm like, this song's good. I
Yeah.
liked it immediately, and already I was like, the next 4 songs were like. I'm like, I'm keeping this vibe. This is great.
Bro, I love that.
It's like me
When
and
I
I love that when that happens. It's like, you and what?
Yeah, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, none the fuck
Get
with.
anything
Bro.
done.
I was listening to freaking Flume earlier. I had
Oh,
to
my
put a
boy.
Flume
Wow.
song on there. A song called Ezra. Song is fire.
Flume is really good. I
Yeah.
love Flume.
What genre is Flume?
That's glitch pop, glitch
I don't even-
glitch
it's-
core.
It's a
Something
confusing
like that.
genre.
you could just make up anything.
It's glitch something
yeah.
because he's glitch EDM.
Yeah.
HQ Pixel.
Kind of reminds me of like Igloo Ghost.
Yeah. That
yeah.
he's the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's same type of genre of music.
Igloo Glowst.
Igloo Ghost.
Igloo Glowst.
Glenn Close.
Dairy.
Anyway, thanks for joining us here at the Joystick Show, episode 56. We hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go ahead and like I said earlier in the video.
Yeah.
Make sure to go ahead and subscribe.
Correct.
Dylan, what are they commenting this week?
Oh yeah, I should have been thinking about that.
You should have been
I
thinking
should have been
about it.
thinking
Go ahead and
about
click
it.
that bell.
What do you
while
think about
Dylan
the Russian
thinks of-
mob?
Yeah. Do we?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Fuck
Right
yeah.
down below, your favorite
Your
murder
favorite-
conspiracy.
Your favorite mob.
You know what? Let's just do a freebie. Comment whatever the fuck you want to comment.
Hi, Andy.
I like what you wrote down there, Andy. Nice.
Nice job.
Yeah, you write now or you write later? It's
I'm
like
gonna like it when you write it.
And from all of us here at the Joystick Network, stay safe out there.